الله أكبر الله أكبر أكبر حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة. There it says that a mosque that is built on God consciousness.
As part of their commitment to interfaith dialogue, the movement hosts small groups comprised of people from various traditions in Turkey several times a year. The idea is Turkish hospitality on a personal level, as well as an introduction to Turkish history and holy sites.
I've discovered some things about my own Catholic faith, my own Christian commitment, by seeing something very different in a Muslim's relationship with God. The difference itself invites me into deeper reflection. Why is that different? You know? And do I envy something about that difference?
I can pick up a book and read about anybody's faith or anybody's culture, right? But it will never give me the understanding and interaction with a person from that faith. So absolutely, I think interfaith is vital.
In Konya, Scott Alexander and Safa Zarzur visit the tomb shrine of Jalal ad-Din Rumi, the 13th century poet, theologian, and Sufi mystic, important to the movement for his emphasis on tolerance, reason, charity, and love.
This is a poem written in the 13th century, and the opening of this epic poem is the story of the reed. You know, it's got that evocative, breathy sound, right? But it's a melancholy sound. And what Rumi hears in it is the sound of a longing to return. The reed gets cut from the reed bed, okay? And in order to make the flute. And the song of the reed is the longing of the reed to return to the reed bed.
Oh, wow.
And that's the symbol of the human soul that longs to return to God. The dervishes walk out cloaked in very dark woolen garments. The cylindrical headgear is to represent the tombstone. The dark woolen garments is to represent the earth of the grave. And as they walk in the circle, they doff their dark woolen cloaks and are in their white burial shrouds. And then they will begin to whirl. Their arms are over their chests, and then they will begin to open their arms, extending their right palm toward heaven and their left palm toward the earth, whirling on the left leg, which crosses through the axis of the heart, symbolizing that the heart is somehow the link between the heaven and the earth, and it's the heart where one encounters God most profoundly in one's life. And they begin to lose consciousness of the workaday world and enter into the state of losing oneself in the awesome presence of God.
Another strand in Sufism is intellectual or philosophical Sufism, a sort of understanding of the real behind the real. You know, the Quran says the signs of God are upon the horizons and in yourself. So Rumi's philosophy expands on that so that everything becomes, seeing God in all things type of Sufism. And then the third strand is activism, change the world, be like the prophet who realized the highest truths, but then brought that back in the world to make the world a better place. You can really connect the dots historically right to Mr. Fethullah Gulen.